Welcome. In today's lecture, we shall discuss about the provision regarding the appointment of a arbitrator under the Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996. Section 11 of the Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996 deal with the appointment of a arbitrator. A person of any nationality may be appointed as an arbitrator unless the contrary intention is expressed by the parties. The parties are free to agree on a procedure for the appointment of an arbitrator or arbitrators. Where the parties fail to appoint three arbitrators, each party shall appoint one arbitrator and the two arbitrators shall appoint the third arbitrator. Hence, appointment of a three arbitrator is a mandatory, with the third one being the presiding arbitrator. Where a party fails to appoint an arbitrator in accordance with the third arbitrator within a 30 days from the date of a receipt of the request to do so from the other party, or a two appointed arbitrator fails to agree on the third arbitrator within a 30 days from the date of appointment, the appointment shall be made upon the request of the party by the Chief Justice of the High Court or any person or an institution designated by him. In the absence of any procedure to appoint a sole arbitrator, if the parties fail to agree on the arbitrator within a 30 days from the receipt of the request by one party from the other party to so agree, the appointment shall be made upon the request of the party by the Chief Justice of a High Court or any person or an institution designated by him. Where under appointment procedure agreed upon by the parties, a party fails to act as a required under the procedure, or the parties or a two appointed arbitrator fail to reach an agreement as required under that procedure, or a person including institution fails to perform any function as required under that procedure, a party may request the Chief Justice of a High Court or any person or institution designated by him to take necessary measures in the absence of an agreement for other means of securing the appointment. The decision of a Chief Justice of a High Court or the person or institution designated by him in appointment an arbitrator shall be final. In such a appointment, two considerations are to be made: required qualification of the arbitrator as provided in the agreement of the parties, and independent and impartial person as an arbitrator. These are the circumstances under which the Chief Justice of a High Court can make an appointment. In case of appointment of a sole or a third arbitrator in international commercial arbitration, the appointing authority is the Chief Justice of India or a person or an institution designated by him. Then we shall see the important case laws regarding the appointment of an arbitrator. In Indian Drugs and Pharmaceuticals Limited versus Indo-Swiss SGM Manufacturing Company Limited, it has been held that no retired High Court judge can appoint an arbitrator by the court when the arbitration clause states categorically that the difference disputes shall be referred to an arbitrator or by the chairman and managing director of a IPDL, who is the appellant in this case. In the National Aluminium Company Limited versus Metal Impex Limited, a Bangladeshi company failed to nominate its arbitrator in terms of an arbitration agreement on the application under Section 11 of the Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996. The Chief Justice of India nominated an arbitrator to act on behalf of the Bangladeshi company. Then we shall see the procedure for the appointment of arbitrators. Section 11 only confer a power on the High Court to appoint an arbitrator or a presiding arbitrator only when the following conditions are fulfilled. First of all, where there is a valid arbitration agreement, the agreement contains the appointment of one or more arbitrators. The appointment of the arbitrator is to be made by the mutual consent of all the parties to dispute. Differences have been arisen between the parties to the arbitration agreement or between the appointed arbitrator. The differences are on the appointment or appointments of the arbitrators. Appointment of a third arbitrator by the court in the case of the disagreement between the parties. In ICICI Limited versus East Coast Boat Builders and Engineers Limited, two arbitrators were appointed by the respective parties, but they did not agree on the name of the third arbitrator. The petitioner made an application for the appointment of a third arbitrator by the court under Section 11 of the Act. The court accepted the prayer and appointed the third arbitrator. Lack of jurisdiction to appoint a arbitrator. In Kanangarani Durairaj versus Dwaragan, it was held that in the absence of a delegation of a power by the Chief Justice of the High Court under Section 11 of the Act, the City Civil Court has no jurisdiction to appoint an arbitrator under Section 11. Then we shall see the provision when there is a disagreement between the arbitrator. If there is a disagreement between the arbitrators, there is no award and the jurisdiction of the presiding arbitrator can be invoked. In the absence of any contrary provision in the arbitration agreement, the presiding arbitrator can adjudicate the whole case if the arbitrators disagree on any particular point, as held in Prabodh versus Union of India. Then we shall see the provision regarding the appointment of a presiding officer or umpire. The question for the appointment of a presiding officer arises only when there is a conflict of opinion between the even number of the arbitrators. Appointment of a third arbitrator may be made in any one of the two following cases: by the parties themselves at the time of a submission and by the arbitrator. Appointment of a sole arbitrator, it is also one of the important provision in the Act. Where a sole arbitrator is appointed, it must be notified to the other side, otherwise his appointment cannot be considered as a valid. Appointment of a presiding arbitrators. As soon as the arbitrator accept their appointment and communicate with each other the references, they are presumed to have entered upon the references. When one of the arbitrator refuses to act or concur on the appointment of the third arbitrator, there is a disagreement, and in such a case, the Chief Justice of a High Court is competent to make the appointment of the presiding arbitrator. In the conclusion, we say the arbitrator should be chosen carefully because of his special knowledge of the subject matter which is in dispute. He should be able to keep atmosphere clear at the tribunal and must be free from any forensic eloquence, and to see that the evidence in the manner customary in a court of law and equity. He must give attention to the fact in a dispute placed before him, and his decision should be practical and impartial and in the best interest of a justice, good conscience and equity. Thank you very much.